Hi everybody, welcome to the review. It is 10:55 p.m. Finished watching He-Man and Master Universe 2026. As per usual, the review will be spoiler free. And if you like the content of my work, don't forget the subscribe button below. It's ready words of friends and family. And without further ado, let's talk about Master Universe 2026. Being born in 1981, I was a huge He-Man fan growing up. And I had both my parents bought me the action figure. I had the He-Man action figure, Battle Cat, Castle Grayskull, the Magic Sword of Power, Skeletor, Trapjaw, Beastman, any He-Man action figure merchandise that I had. Believe me, it was part of my collection growing up during my childhood. As of recently, I purchased He-Man the Complete Series, and of course, I was always a huge She-Ra fan. And much to my surprise, I found this rare edition. This is one that didn't watch during my childhood. This will be the first time I actually viewed it whenever I get a chance to. And the criminally underrated one that was released in the 2000s as a revival, highly criminally underrated. If you haven't had a chance to watch this version of He-Man the Master Universe, please do so. You are missing out. It's a shame it didn't go on as long as it should have, but fortunately I have it in my collection, and it's unfortunate it didn't receive the longer syndication that it should have. This film follows the basic premise of the animated series by embracing, as I said before, with this having a discussion with other people. When it comes to He-Man, the franchise, you either go all in when it comes to embracing the campy nature, or you attempt to deviate too much from the source material, and it takes away anything that's supposed to be resembling of what the original material is representing. And in this instance, you have Travis Knight, the director, who said, you know what, we're going to go all in. And we're still going to attempt to maintain a balance, but we're going to go all in. Let's go ahead and embrace the campy nature, include the stupid humor, and go all out. Just have it be this colorful, wild, exciting, electric adventure that is resembling that of Flash Gordon, Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor, and let's just go ahead and add in a lot of sword and sorcery mythology, and there you go. This is what you have. You have Nicholas Galitzine as Prince Adam and He-Man, Camila Mendez as Teela, Idris Elba as Man-at-Arms, Jared Leto as Skeletor, and James Purefoy as King Randor. Prince Adam has been sent away from Eternia after Skeletor and his evil forces have ransacked Eternia, and now Prince Adam has attempted to find his way back to Eternia, embracing his destiny as He-Man, the champion and defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. And that's the plot. That is the basic plot of this film. And what did I think about it? I enjoyed it. I sincerely enjoyed it. It reminded me of exactly what I remember watching this animated series as a child. It's very much a cartoon come to life, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. At some point or another, there's no shame in embracing the silly concept, because on the surface, when you really think about it, in hindsight, He-Man is a silly concept. So there's nothing wrong with embracing the absurd nature of the overall storyline. And I thought Nicholas Galitzine did an amazing job. I thought he was fun, charming, had a certain naivety to his performance. And the only complaint is a minor complaint that I had, that I wish, if it was me, I would have approached it in a way of, let's say, keeping Prince Adam as this skinny, wimpy, weak teenager type character. Then when he transforms, it provides the audience and the fans that unique duality between the two characters. But for the most part, I thought he did a great serviceable job. I thought he really attacked the role in a way that I was not expecting. And Camila Mendez as Teela, she was fun, charming, very adventurous. Idris Elba as Man-at-Arms, and you're never going to have a bad Idris Elba performance to begin with, so he is always going to bring his A game regardless of the role. Alison Brie as Evelyn, I could have done without her. She was really just one of those type of villainous characters that was just there, didn't necessarily add or detract or take anything away from the story. Now, the true highlight, is Jared Leto as Skeletor. He's exactly how Skeletor needed to be. Evil, campy enough to where it's just like, okay, that's the way Skeletor is supposed to be. Just fun, ridiculous, campy, embracing, and he knows exactly what he is, and that's exactly what it needs to be, and that's exactly what I got out of that performance of Jared Leto. And you could tell he had fun doing that role with the voice and everything. It was just completely electrifying. I loved every single element of Skeletor in this film, just what I expected. And from the arrangement as far as the orchestral scores is concerned, I love the collaboration they did with Brian May of Queen, and it definitely has a lot of Flash Gordon-esque musical compositions to it. And as someone who loves Queen, God rest the soul of Freddie Mercury, it was that the classical music orchestral score combined with the lead guitar work of Brian May just gave you that necessary heroic adrenaline pump that just really fit with the He-Man atmosphere. And the battle sequences, the action sequences, I should say, are fun and very much in your face. Exactly what you need to be. It's very much a science fiction sword of sorcery type of concept where it's all about watching these warriors, these mystical warriors, engage in battle against the forces of evil, and it was fun. It was absolutely fun. I would love to have seen more Battle Cat in the film, but there's always a sequel. Now, since they did say, you know what, let's go ahead and fully embrace the campy nature of this film, now they have a lot more maneuverability in terms of exploring the more serious nature of this film, of the sequel, should there be one. I sincerely hope there is one, because this definitely is a refreshing breath of fresh air and a nice return to form for the Sword of Sorcery mythological storylines that you haven't really seen much of in the theater setting. The last great and good Sword of Sorcery film I've watched recently, if you were to go years back, I would say the original Lord of the Rings trilogy and the recent Dungeons and Dragons film. Other than that, you haven't had much great. Well, no, I take that back. And the Northman was good too. So other than that, those three have been the only ones that I've enjoyed recently, and this is another one. I sincerely hope that there's a sequel and we get to see more Sword of Sorcery films on the big screen, and this is no exception. I really did enjoy it. Yes, it is a bit long. Yes, there is a lot of unnecessary humor where the jokes don't necessarily land, or there's a moment of serious emotionality that's occurring on screen and it's ruined by a joke, but it doesn't take away from the overall experience. And from my perspective and in my opinion, I thought Masters of the Universe was 100% fun. Be sure to stay for the after. There are three scenes during the credits. Be sure to stay for all of them. The first one is a nice callback to the original series, and the second one, it just made my anticipation level go that much higher. Hence why, please go watch it, because it definitely needs a sequel. And that is my review of He-Man and Master Universe 2026. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about it, and I'm going to go ahead and give this 2 thumbs up, a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend it. You can even take your kids to watch it. It's nothing grotesque, and there is a lot of innuendos in the film that I was very surprised they included, but it was fun. I really enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about it if you have watched it, and you'll be hearing from me again. Take care and peace out.